FCS Express can generate the statistics necessary for cytometry data analysis. Statistics may be accessed in default statistic windows or tables, or represented anywhere within FCS Express as tokens. Moving to the File, Options, and opening up our FCS Express user options, from the Statistics node, we can instruct FCS Express how to copy statistics and how to report zeros. They can be reported as an error or as a zero. If I expand the Statistics node, I can also customize how FCS Express is automatically naming statistics. Additionally, for our different statistic types, I can define the default statistics that are shown by checking or unchecking these available statistics. With a right click, I can select all or deselect all. Under Number Display Options, I can choose the number of decimals to display, the rounding mode, whether or not I show trailing zeros, scientific notation, titles, adjust the font, as well as the default size of the window that the statistic will be shown in. We can do this for many different statistic types. When these have been adjusted, you can close this window, and this will be recalled with your user options settings. Now, moving right on to our 1D statistics, we're going to look at our histogram plot. By right-clicking here, I can choose my histogram statistics. The default statistic table will be shown. If I haven't adjusted these statistics properly for this analysis, then in the Format window, I can move to the Statistics option and also select or deselect statistics here. After statistics are chosen, I can also then customize additional options. Going to the 1D stats options, I can tell my plot to show statistics for base overlays without the marker. I can also set that custom denominator gate and move that to cells. Additionally, I can define my custom percentile. I'll adjust this to 75. Now please notice that as I've adjusted these statistics, this default statistic table has also updated with this new information. If I select my plot here, and go to Overlays, I can also tell FCS Express which overlays to show or not show in a statistic table by checking or unchecking this box. Each overlay can be adjusted individually. For our default gate statistics, if I right-click on a plot showing a gate, I can go to Statistics and choose Gate Statistics. Here again, I can customize the statistics that are shown. I can also adjust the gates that are shown. So the gates to display, I can choose all gates, no gates, only the gates checked below, or all gates except those checked below. If I do only gates checked below and I right click, I can expand this hierarchy quickly and then choose the desired gate to display for my statistic table. Now you will notice that when I choose a statistic table or a plot, both are highlighted to show the association between these two. This is very important because FCS Express reports statistics based on the population that is displayed on a plot. We also have a default for showing quadrant statistics, so right-clicking on a plot showing quadrants and selecting quadrant statistics, I can show the quadrant statistics here. I'm going to make a couple quick adjustments here, and you'll see now that I have my quadrants displayed as well. But you're not limited to just showing default statistics from plots. We can also drag and drop. So I'm going to drag and drop from the data list, one of my data files, to choose statistic token here. From here, I can choose a parameter, I can choose gates, and I can also choose my statistics. You may notice here that when I drag a data file that my option to customize that denominator is going to be here. So I can choose the gate here. And at the bottom of this window, we can also choose how to prioritize if we're choosing multiple statistics at the same time. This can be very important because we want to be able to organize those statistics well so that we're getting complete information. For instance, if I want to organize by gates so that any statistics that I'm reporting from multiple gates will be organized in such a way when reported into this text box, and click OK. Now when I've chosen multiple statistics to report, FCS Express automatically inserts a text box. If I were to just drag one statistic at a time, then it would only display that one statistic. So I'll go ahead and drag a plot here, select my statistic token, and just introduce a file name. Now all of these tokens or pieces of information can be formatted. By right-clicking on a given token, you can select Format Token and it will open an Edit Statistic window. You can modify the display text from value to description or a customized text. You can modify the font or add a list of fonts. You can change the data source from the data file to a plot or to a spreadsheet. You can change the number format to modify the number of decimals, the rounding mode, trailing zeros, scientific notation, or conversion of the string to number. And you can also modify the statistic being reported. We do have a lot of flexibility with the reporting and modification and formatting of our statistic tokens. Now I've already reported some statistics into our spreadsheet page because I want to show you that not only can we report statistics internally and externally, we can also do some deeper statistical analysis by clicking on our spreadsheet and using the formulas that are available on the Formulas tab. Here you'll see under Statistical, we have many different statistical tests that can be run in FCS Express. So you're not just limited to reporting out traditional flow cytometry statistics, you can do an advanced statistical analysis as well. Now this is only a brief introduction to statistics. Let's take a look at a more advanced layout. The statistics demonstrated today were quite simple, but as you can see, we have advanced report capabilities. Not only can we extract keywords from the data, we can do conditional font formatting to increase font size or really highlight it and make a value stand out. We can use statistical tokens to ensure that you are getting the information that you need for your data analysis. We have statistical classifiers that define levels of a statistic and can classify it as good, bad, positive, or negative, as seen in the viability assessment and the Linscate assessment. Our custom tokens can also perform simple or complex mathematical equations. Here we have ratios being reported. And all of these values, all of these things will update as we're moving around our gates. Additionally, if we change this viability gate here, you'll see that that report has now changed as well. So the use of statistics is very powerful in FCS Express. If you have any questions, please feel free to reach out to us at support@denovosoftware.com.